Guys, I'm Trent with Guitar Animal, and today in the studio we're going to review the Fender Road Worn Series Stratocaster guitars. I have two of them in the studio here today. I'm going to go over some of the details in these, see what you think about them. I like the guitars overall. There's some really cool stuff happening on these guitars. And by the way, thank you, Michael, for letting me borrow the white guitar today because I wanted to have more than one to show you guys. This is the 60s Road Worn. Lacquer finish on the neck, lacquer finish on the body. That's really cool. Nice worn areas that look nice. One of the things that they do on these guitars that they don't even talk about in the Fender Lit is they're actually making the pull pieces dark, like they're old and rusted. That's a really cool touch. They don't make any mention of it at all. It's the first thing I noticed on the guitar. It's like, wow, these Tex-Mex pickups have these aged pull pieces and they look right, they look old. On this particular guitar, mint green pickguard's a little bit green, but you could change it out to a lighter one if you want it a little bit paler so it doesn't look quite as green, but it still is a really nice touch. Overall, you've got a little bit of rustiness on the screws, so those look really nice. This is a Palfero fingerboard, not rosewood, but looks a lot like rosewood and is a little bit brighter than rosewood, kind of somewhere between rosewood and maple, so I do like that. The aged dots on it are really cool. Again, vintage tuners on it, wear on the back of the neck, wear on the back of the body. Looks really nice. It feels old. It's not shiny. It's definitely a dull finish. The bridge is pretty cool. It's got the vintage style bridge on it. The one thing I would maybe complain about is the actual block for the bridge is not steel. It's like a zinc product. A magnet will not stick to it. On the other guitar I have here, it's my personal guitar, I actually put a steel block in it, and I do like that better. It's a little bit heavier. All right, I think they're really nice guitars. The pickups sound great. Let's listen to these and see what they sound like. Neck pickup with a little bit of gain. Put a fuzz on top of that. More of a clean sound on this. As you would expect, Fender neck pickup sounds great for that kind of a tone. Two pickups at the same time. A little gain on that. So it really sounds good. I wouldn't find any reason to change those pickups unless you have a favorite. They really sound good. Overall, they did a really good job with this. Street price on these guitars, they're about $950. So not bad, not bad. I'm going to show you the other one. It's in black, and we'll see what it sounds like. All right, guys, so now we're looking at the black one that I have. This is my personal guitar for Guitar Animal, and it's a little bit different. What it is basically the Road Worn 50's on this end, the body, and then I put a 60s neck on it, so we have the Palfero fingerboard to give it a 60s overall look with the rosewood fingerboard. Just wanted to try a rosewood fingerboard. The last one I had was maple, so I did that. I like the feel of it. Looks really cool. All the aged appointments are exactly the same as the other one. I do understand at this price point why Fender is doing that. They basically give the workers a map and said, this is exactly what I want the wear to look like, and every one of them is identical in that respect, which is not a big deal unless you have two or three of them in a row, and then you can see that they all are worn exactly the same, which would probably never happen, but it looks really cool if you have one guitar. Things I changed on this guitar, the pickguard was really bright white. I'm talking white as a sheet of white paper, and it just looked kind of wrong to me with all the other yellowed parts. So this pickguard that's on it now is a parchment pickguard. You can pick that up from All Parts. It's about a $20 part. It might look white in the video here, but it is definitely more yellowed than the one that was on the guitar originally. The bridge, I changed the saddles out to a rusty set of steel saddles, mainly for the look, but it does sound really bright because of that. I'll play it here in a second for you. On the back, this is a Fender Pure Vintage block, which is steel. A magnet will stick to this. It's a little bit heavier than the original product, and it's got the tone of steel, so I wanted to put that on there as well. I'd say that probably my biggest complaint about this guitar when we got it in is the frets were very rough feeling. When you bent, you could just feel the grind of the string on the frets. And that's something you do see in cheaper guitars, but in a guitar that sells for almost $1,000, we're talking $950 street price, not okay, Fender. You need to polish those frets. I polished them. It was a 20-minute job. It wasn't that big of a deal. But on a $1,000 guitar, it's kind of a deal. Shouldn't have been something I had to do. The knobs on this particular guitar were yellow as much as the switch cap, but I had a set of old white knobs that I thought looked better, so I popped those on there as well. And that's just a taste. It doesn't change any of the sound. Let's listen to this one, see what it sounds like. Same pickups and everything, just different color, really. A little fuzz on there. There I started off on the bridge pickup and then knocked it to the neck pickup. Sounds really cool. Clean sound. Should mention that this particular guitar right now has a set of the Hendrix gauge strings on it, 10 to 38. They do affect the tone a little bit. I had a video just shot that you would look for. It's the Hendrix tone and how to get that, and I demoed these strings. These are by Fender, again 10 to 38, the same set of strings that Hendrix would use gauge-wise. So you might want to check that out, as well as everything else we have at guitaranimal.com. I'm Trent. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like some of the riffs I played, I will have a companion video over there which will have how to play some Hendrix riffs under Hendrix Riffology. Thanks for watching. See you next time.